Why hello there beautiful people, welcome back to Crayniaq Gaming. We are back with the Baltimore State Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. Now make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well. Also click on the notification bell to join the notification gang. And we won't keep it rolling here guys, and it's senior night in Baltimore as we play our final regular season game of the season against number 24 NC State. Now, this would have been for the right to go to the ACC Championship game, except NC State lost to Notre Dame last week. More on that later. Looking at the top 10, you see Navy dropping from 2 to 7 after losing to Army. Miami drops from 5 to 9 after losing to North Carolina, who hops up to 6. And now they are in the driver's seat to go to the ACC Championship game. And they'll be taking on Baltimore State if they do make it. Baltimore State already has their ACC championship berth locked up with NC State losing to Notre Dame last week, and they'll be awaiting whichever team is ranked higher between North Carolina, Miami, and Virginia Tech, which looks like it's going to be North Carolina. All they have to do is win and they're in. Miami needs to win and have North Carolina lose, and Virginia Tech has to win, and they need Miami to lose. They beat North Carolina so they get in over them, but North Carolina State pretty much can only play spoiler in this game after getting blown out at home, no less, by Notre Dame. 48-7 was the score in that game. So pretty much all they can do is just spoil our chances of going to the national championship game on our senior night. And it's a snowy night out here in Baltimore, but this is perfect football weather as Baltimore State plays their final home game of the season. Let's get into it. North Carolina State going to start off with the football here. Now they face a 3rd and 10. Here's Lewis going to throw left side, and he completes it. Thomas Walker with a 12-yard gain and a first down to extend the drive. Now another 3rd down. Lewis going to drop back, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. Patrick Richardson brings him down. And with that sack, Patrick Richardson breaks Kevin Hodges' single-season record for sacks in a season with 17 now. And NC State has to punt it away. So now Baltimore State football, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Rodriguez. And Bobby Rodriguez breaks a few tackles. Only gets about a 3-yard gain, but definitely a good effort there for Rodriguez. Now 3rd and 6. Fred Kane going to drop back. Rolls to his right. Under pressure, and he's going to be caught from behind for a sack. It's a 10-yard loss, and Baltimore State will punt it right back to NC State. Now 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Wayne. Wayne breaks a tackle, and he's able to gain about 9.5 yards, just a few inches shy of the first down marker. Now 2nd and inches. Here's Wayne again. Brad Brown gets to him, but Wayne able to push forward for the first down. So now 1st and 10. Lewis going to hand it off to Wayne again, and a big hit there laid down by Derek Wade. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 10. Lewis looking under pressure, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. Number 18 for Patrick Richardson on the season. And NC State has to punt it away. So midway through the first quarter, quick pass by Kane finds Josh Bryan, who picks up the first down, a 14-yard gain in the play. 1st and 10. Kane going to drop back. Looking to the right side this time, and he finds Ricky Lee Perry-Paul, who's going to pick up another first down. 16-yard gain in the play. Now 1st and 10. Play fake by Kane. Throws right side. This time Zach Hobart comes up with the catch. And now Baltimore State in NC State territory with the 17-yard gain. Just a beautiful route by Hobart as always. Kane able to get it away before he's hit. And now it's a new set of downs. Now 1st and 10. Kane going to find Hobart again, and he's brought down at about the 21-yard line. And Baltimore State trying to get into the end zone here. 1st and 10. Read option. Kane keeps it himself, and he's going to pick up a solid gain of about 9. That's going to make it 2nd and inches. Very next play. Kane out of the shotgun, going to fire to the left side in the end zone for Carlos Starks for the touchdown. And Baltimore State strikes first as Kane is 5 for 5, 70 yards and a touchdown in this one. As we get an update, and Alabama loses their 2nd game of the season, this time to Auburn. 28-24 is your final from the Iron Bowl. So Alabama, no shot at making the national championship game now. Florida's still alive, however, but they're facing Florida State in overtime. They just kicked the field goal, so now Florida State gets the ball. They have a chance to upset the Gators and ruin their chances of going to the national championship. So our defense looking pretty good so far. Only 7 yards on 2 drives. They just got to keep it rolling now. 1st and 10. Lewis on the inverted veer, going to pick up about 8 yards on the play. That makes it a very manageable 2nd and 2. Lewis looking left side, and it's incomplete as he just overthrows his intended target there. Now 3rd and 2, and another read option. Lewis going to keep it himself. He's going to pick up the first down up to about the 36-yard line. And now it's a new set of downs for the Wolfpack again, but this time Wayne brought down in the backfield. Chad Wright able to get him. And now it's going to make it a 3rd and 10. Lewis looking for the screen. Can't get it away, and he's brought down for the sack. Cedric Mosier-Dalton gets to him first, and NC State has to punt it away again. So now Baltimore State facing a 3rd and 10. Kane rolling to his right. Throws off balance, incomplete. And Baltimore State goes 3 and out. 3 straight incompletions by Kane in this drive. Now under a minute to go in the first. Lewis on the play fake. Throws right side. Finds Thomas again. Thomas going to fight his way forward for the first down. A 12-yard gain in the play. Now 1st and 10. Lewis on the draw play. And he dodges a few defenders. We're just getting really emotional defensively here. He breaks a few tackles before getting up to the 38-yard line. And another first down for NC State. Now 1st and 10. A little bubble screen to Walker. And Jim Harris stops him in his tracks. Harris getting the start on senior night, as it's Baltimore State tradition for all the seniors to get starts in this game, at least within reason, as Wayne's brought down in the backfield for a 4-yard loss. That's Brady Reed on the stop. Now 3rd and 15. Lewis over the middle, finds Malone, but Antonio Coleman makes the stop before Malone can pick up the first, and NC State has to punt it away now. Back to return, that bad man, Bobby Rodriguez. Mama, there goes that man. And he breaks a few tackles, reverses field, and he has plenty of white in front of him. And he's going to go all the way, barring a penalty here. A huge punt return for a touchdown for Bobby Rodriguez. 81 yards to the house. We've been waiting for that for a while now. He had a few returns for a touchdown this year, but it's been a while. And Baltimore State goes up 14-0. As we check up on the Florida State game, Florida State was unable to even hit a field goal. And the Gators end up winning it 34-31 in OT. So their national championship hopes stay alive at least for another week. 2nd quarter action now. Here's Gibbons making the grab, and Baltimore State defenders just missing tackles left and right. Another broken tackle there before he's finally brought down at about the 31-yard line. Just a complete breakdown defensively for Baltimore State. But now 3rd and 7. Lewis just going to throw this one away. And NC State looking like they're going to settle for a field goal here on 4th and 7. Here's the kick, and it's on its way, and it's good. The penalty would be against Baltimore State, but it would just be offside, so they decline it, and it's 14-3. Bobby Rodriguez is going to pick up 5 yards on the first play of the next drive. Now 3rd and 5. Kane out of the shotgun, looking. He's just going to roll to his right, throws quickly to Rodriguez. He makes the catch, reverses field, dodges a few defenders, and Rodriguez might be gone. One defender to beat, but he just can't beat him. Just ran out of steam there. But a 59-yard catch and run by Bobby Rodriguez, and that looked really impressive. Now it's Tommy Peoples checks in on 1st and goal, but he's going to lose 2 yards on the play. And honestly, that should have been a face mask, but regardless, now 2nd and goal. Kane going to roll to his right. Looking for somebody, just decides to run it, and he's going to punch it in himself for the touchdown. A 7-yard run in the play, and Baltimore State goes up 21-3. As it's not looking very good for NC State's upset chances, at least not right now, as Wayne gets the carry, and he picks up 13 yards on the play and a new set of downs for the Wolfpack again. 1st and 10, Lewis going to scramble. He has plenty of space. Harris gets to him, but not before he picks up the first down. An 11-yard gain in the play for Lewis. Now 1st and 10. Lewis in the shotgun. Looking over the middle, finds Thomas, and he just stiff arms the hell out of Jake Pride. He's going to get free, and he's going to take it all the way to the end zone. A 51-yard catch and run for Albert Thomas. And NC State cuts the deficit down to 11 now. Ensuing kickoff. Here's Rodriguez. He already has a punt return for a touchdown. Can he get a kick return again? It's looking good right now. And here's Rodriguez, but he's brought down at about the 38-yard line of NC State. Still a very good return by Rodriguez, and he's having a pretty damn good game all around. Now 1st and 10, Kane on the play fake, looking deep, and he's going to be intercepted by Hamilton in the end zone. Was looking for Josh Bryant, but just got way too thirsty for that one. And now NC State has a chance to cut it to a single score deficit as Lewis takes the option, and he runs right into Brad Brown. loses 2 yards on the play. That's going to lead to a 2nd and 12. Lewis on the play fake again, the inverted veer, but he's going nowhere. He loses 2 more yards as it's a nice play by Chad Wright. Now 3rd and 14. Lewis out of the pistol this time, looking to the left side, finds Gibbons, but he's going to step out of bounds. Might have had a first if he didn't, but instead, NC State punts it away. Now 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Here's Fred Kane on the read option, able to pick up 18 yards on the play and a first down. Very next play, 1st and 10. Kane going to fire over the middle, finds Carlos Starks, breaks the tackle, and he gets up to about the 13-yard line. And now Baltimore State again in the red zone. And the read option, handoff to Rodriguez, who's going to pick up a nice gain of 13, just shy of the end zone. And a new set of downs for Baltimore State. Now 2nd and goal. Kane, quick pass to Bryant in the end zone for the touchdown. And Baltimore State goes up 28-10 now with under 3 minutes to go in the half. 1st and 10. Here's Lewis. Going to scramble, trying to get away, but this time Chad Wright says, no way, Jose. Only a 5-yard gain for Lewis. Now 2nd and 5. Inverted veer again for Lewis, but this time he goes nowhere. Brought down in the backfield by Jim Harris, who's had a great game tonight after really not being much of a factor all season. Now 3rd and 6, David Wayne with the catch over the middle for the first down as we approach the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 1st and 10, Lewis scrambles out of the pocket, looks like he's going to run it again, but this time Jim Harris brings him down. It's a fumble. Harris picks up his own forced fumble, and I was really trying to get him a scoop and score there, but I'm sure he'll settle for the fumble recovery there. A great play by Jim Harris, who again hadn't been much of a factor all season. I mean, he's just not really at the level of most of the other Baltimore State starters and just couldn't get the job from Chad Wright. But right there, a really good play there and a really good feel-good moment for Jim Harris. Now 2nd and 10. Kane going to scramble out of the pocket. He picks up a first down, gets out of bounds at about the 17. A 13-yard gain in the play. Very next play, 1st and 10. Kane going to throw the screen pass to Rodriguez. Big block down the field, and Rodriguez gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And Baltimore State now up 35-10. Still a minute and a half to go in the first half as NC State looks to get more points on the board to try to cut down this deficit, and they'll be helped out by a face mask there by Derek Wade. It only would have been about a 2-yard gain, but instead it turns into a 15-yard gain, and now NC State has some momentum. Wayne going to pick up about 6 yards on the play. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 2 for the Wolfpack, and they're going to run the option. Here's a pitch out to Wayne. He's going to have the first down and more. A missed tackle there springs him, but Brad Brown going to run him down at about the 2-yard line. A great effort there by Brad Brown to stop the touchdown. Now 1st and goal. Lewis gets brought down in the backfield for the sack. I believe that's Patrick Richardson with his 3rd sack of the game. Yes, it is. Now 2nd and goal. Lewis going to try to scramble. Runs into Chad Wright. Coughs the football up. It's picked up by a lineman, and he loses 6 yards from the spot of the recovery. So now it's going to be 3rd and goal. Lewis looking to the end zone, and it's nearly intercepted by Chad Wright. Just couldn't hold on to it. And now NC State has a chance to make it a 3-score game as opposed to a 4-score, and they do just that by making the field goal. Baltimore State still has some time, though, as Fred Kane finds Rodriguez over the middle. He picks up a first down into NC State territory. 12 seconds to go in the half, and Baltimore State still out here running their normal offense as a nice throw there. Starks gets out of bounds. Now 7 seconds to go in the first half. Kane looking to the end zone, and he's going to be intercepted by Hamilton again. 2nd interception of the game for Hamilton, and that's how we end the half. Baltimore State leads 35-13 on senior night. So Baltimore State with the ball to start the second half. 2nd and 10. Kane over the middle. Finds Perry Paul, who gets a solid gain of 20 there. So different half, same result so far for Baltimore State. Now 1st and 10. Kane under pressure, and he's going to be brought down for a sack. Loses 13 on the play. Now 2nd and 23. Kane on the play fake. Rolls to his right. Looking. He's going to fire it, and a one-handed grab by Josh Bryant gets him 11 yards. Now a 3rd and 13. Kane over the middle, finds Nick Gold, who makes the grab for the first down. A 17-yard gain in the play as Baltimore State continues to move the football. 1st and 20. Throws it to Scott, who picks up about 10 yards on the play. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 9. Kane going to scramble to the right. And he's going to pick up a first down. Nobody in front of him. And he slides down at about the 29-yard line as we just continue to dominate this team as Marcus Morgan makes a grab for the first down on the very next play. And NC State just really cannot stop this Baltimore State offense. Not that anybody really has been able to this year, as Rodriguez is to the left side, tries to dive for the end zone, but is just a few inches shy. Was going for the pylon, just couldn't get there. Very next play, Peoples comes into the game, runs in for the touchdown, so a feel-good moment for that senior as well, as our offense really just doesn't really use a fullback anymore. So it's good to see him get some carries at halfback as we make a stop on 3rd and 3 on an option play. And now we get the ball back, 3rd and 8. Kane going to roll to his right. He's going to run it himself, and he slides again at about the 31-yard line. So now it's 2nd and 8. Kane going to drop back, looking, throws over the middle, finds Brian, who picks up a first down up to about the 13-yard line. And like I said, guys, different half, same result for Baltimore State. Now 3rd and 10. Kane going to try to scramble, but he's brought down from behind, fumbles the football, but gets his own fumble back. And now Baltimore State goes for it on 4th and 5. Kind of just to extend the drive. Kane going to try to run it, but he's stopped just a yard shy, and we turn the ball over on downs. So now NC State ball. Lewis under pressure, brought down for the sack. Loses 4 yards on the play. 2nd sack of the game for Cedric Mosier-Dalton. Now under a minute to go in the 3rd. 3rd and 12. Lewis throws, finds Todd, but he's well short of the first down marker. A great stop there by Chad Wright. So, waning seconds of the 3rd quarter now. 2nd and 10. Kane going to roll to his right. Looking. Thought about running it, but he gets it out to Nick Gould, who makes the grab for the first down. And that's how we end the 3rd quarter. Heading into the 4th, very next play, 1st and 10. Kane going to keep it on the read option. And he's going to get a solid gain of about 9 on the play. Now it's a 2nd and 1. Peoples into the game, trying to run for the first down, and he does so. Has to run over a defender in order to get there, though. But a new set of downs regardless. Now 3rd and 8. Kane over the middle, finds Bryant, who's going to pick up the first down up to the 3-yard line. And Baltimore State is dominating in this game. 1st and goal. Quick throw to the left side. Finds Starks for a 2nd time in this game. And I might as well just show you the scoring plays from now on, because this one's over. Once again, now 3rd and 11. Lewis brought down for the sack, so there's another play. Sean Walker, another senior, gets a sack. And now Kane's still in the game with about 5 minutes to go, and Kane going to let this one fly. Looking for Zach Hobart, and he finds him for a touchdown, a 62-yard strike. Pretty much pour salt in the wound of NC State. They would get 2 more touchdowns, as you see Malone gets one right there. And then in the last minute of the game, Wayne going to break free on this one. Alex Hayes couldn't get him. Brad Brown misses him, and Wayne going to run in for a touchdown from 36 yards out, but it was just too little too late as Baltimore State caps off another undefeated regular season with a 56-27 victory over NC State. Just another dominant performance by Fred Kane in this one. And Baltimore State continues to roll over their opposition. Kane 21 for 35, 391 yards, 5 touchdowns. Did have 2 picks by being a little too overzealous, but overall a great game from him through the air and on the ground as well. 12 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown to lead all Baltimore State rushers. Rodriguez only had 5 carries for 36 yards. We just didn't really need to run too much because we were playing so well offensively and defensively that the run game seemed to not be necessary. I mean, we were in a lot of read options, but overall, just a really good game from Kane in this one. He's definitely my offensive MVP as we bring that back. I totally forgot about that at a certain point. And even though Patrick Richardson had 3 sacks in this one, I got to give defensive MVP to Jim Harris. I mean, this is a guy who has worked his butt off for so many years, just never really got an opportunity to be a starter. But he stayed persistent. He still helped out on scout team and whatnot. Still encouraged his teammates to do really well and still mentored a lot of the younger players on Baltimore State. And he had a sack in this game, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery as well. So Jim Harris is going to be my defensive MVP for this game. Let me know in the comment section who your offensive and defensive MVPs are for this game in particular. As we move on to the ACC Championship game, you guys will find out who will face in the ACC Championship game next video. probably from the thumbnail, but that one will be a premiere. This one wasn't, obviously, because it's a regular season game, but that will be a premiere. I want to say it'll come out on Tuesday, but don't quote me on that. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll just have to see. But the plan is get it out on Tuesday, and I'll post the bowl game on Friday, and then the weekend after next, because obviously next weekend is going to be when I go to Nashville, so I'm not going to be doing the off-season stream then. But probably the week after sometime, I will do the off-season stream for the Baltimore State Dynasty, so just keep your eyes out for that. This Sunday morning at 9 a.m. is when I'm going to do the Buccaneers off-season stream, so make sure you guys are there for that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well. Also, hit the notification bell to join the notification gang. And if you guys like what I do on the channel and you want to support me in a more personal way, definitely consider becoming a patron. The link's going to be in the description below. Just a quick shout out to all my patrons and my Twitch subs as well. Shout out to Franchise Gaming, Vita Productions, Colin Mentor, Zach Brader, and Joshua Fernald. And my Twitch subs, C Codas and Schmitzy. If you guys want to join those folks in being either a Twitch sub or a patron, definitely check out the description to do either one of those. Now, being a Twitch sub, being a patron, or even just donating to me, I always appreciate it, but it's never required for me to do what I do. I just appreciate you guys coming out and supporting me on these videos. But that's going to do it for me, guys. You have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this. And like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, make sure you guys keep that mofo rolling. And I'm out of here. Deuces.
God, they tryna turn me to a monster. Every year I'm a conquer. Okay, see, I bring the thunder. Walking in humble, Ali Muhammad. Sting you like Bumble. Running with pride. 10 over, I still with bliss. I don't fumble blind.